Oil company ExxonMobil has said it will not hire students taking part in Free Palestine protests across U.S. colleges. CEO Darren Wood said they would not be interested in recruiting students from the campuses where protests are taking place. Similarly, entrepreneur Kevin O'Leary has warned of AI's capability to identify protesters potentially impacting their future job prospects.
Many firms are now joining the ranks of those choosing not to hire pro-Palestinian protesters. Many companies are paying for deep background checks to determine whether an individual has participated in those protests and the level of their involvement. Here is a private investigator explaining how he does the background checks, and he even shares a sad anecdote.
Another young person doesn't get the job. Now, if you follow me, you know from time to time I run deep background checks for Fortune 500 companies, some Fortune 100, some other larger companies. I ran another one today, and where a woman didn't get a job because of a video that she had posted online years earlier. Now the new thing is young people aren't getting their jobs because of videos that are coming up that are pretty recent. And I just wanted to come on here and just elaborate on the fact that everything you do online lasts forever. Every time you're in public, chances are there's a video camera facing toward you somewhere at some time. So this woman, another woman, interesting that most of the time it's a young woman, it was up for a job at a really large company. And they asked me to do the final deep background check on her, which is a facial recognition, the voice recognition, all the crazy stuff that I do, all the crazy AI and technology stuff that I do. This video came back, and in this video, she's protesting, free Palestine. And she's saying some pretty crazy stuff about Jewish people. And some Jewish people are there counter-protesting, and she's saying some pretty bad stuff to them. And this was an upper management position. I mean, she's I'm not gonna tell you how old she is, but she's not a kid. She's in her late 20s, and this was going to be cool. This was probably $150,000, $160,000 all in with benefits, everything. I looked her up. I saw that she was posting about it. She actually posted about this job and about how excited she was about to get this job and how she was in the final running, and she kind of took her social media people through this. But I turned that video in today, and she's not going to get that job. And as someone who grew up with social media and grew up with the internet and grew up with these video phones, these video cameras, how could she do this to herself? If she wants something from someone who the owners of the company happen to be Jewish, by the way, which I can't even make that shit up if I tried, but you're always being recorded, especially if you're in a crowd of people or protesting and you're screaming and yelling or any of that. You're always being recorded, and I can find you. It doesn't matter if the video is erased. It doesn't matter if somebody else posts the video. It doesn't matter if somebody in Timbuktu posts the video. I will find it. Facial recognition, 146 different places on your face. It is 99.999% accurate. It counts the hairs in your eyebrows. It counts the hairs in a square centimeter on your head. It counts the distance between your eyes, the distance here between your eyes, your ears, how your ears line up with one another. It is scary stuff, and we will find you. You can even cover your face. It's voice recognition also. And then you put that together with different elements like me in this room, in my office. You could put this together and you could figure out where I am. You could figure out who I am with this facial recognition, voice recognition and everything. It's crazy. You guys have got to stop doing this. You're destroying your careers because they've become so much cheaper than they used to be. They used to cost $2,500. Now they cost $1,000 or less. It depends on what level you want to go to. So all I'm saying to you, and this is all I'm going to say, is if you want something from someone else, if there's ever going to be a moment in your life where you're going to want something from someone else, stop posting shit on the internet. Stop getting involved in this shit that's going to make you less desirable as an employee.
People have the right to protest. In fact, protesting can be beneficial to society as a whole. But as you will see, protesting can also hurt your employment opportunities if it involves any of the following. 1. Violence or incitement to violence. 2. Hate speech. 3. Trespassing or blocking roads. 4. Association or encouragement of terrorist organizations. And 5. Destroying private or public properties. You may feel passionate about a particular cause. And yes, you have the right to protest. It is your right. But employers also have the right to protect their brand, stakeholders, and company culture. And of course, they want to know every detail about the person that they are hiring just to figure out if it's going to be a good fit. Like it or not, they are watching. Everyone is watching. The government is watching, corporations are watching, even your neighbor is watching. And you may lose a valuable job opportunity without even knowing why. Because companies simply would not tell you that they saw a video of you doing something silly 6 months ago or 6 years ago. They will simply pass to the next candidate and just keep that information to themselves. Technology today, it can find your face in a big crowd, and it can match your voice from something that you said perhaps years ago, and it can piece together all that digital information and present it to anyone who's willing to pay for it, whether it is the government, whether it is a corporation, or whether it is just another individual. And it is happening right now, and whether you think it's fair or unfair, that is simply the reality that we live in today. So let me know what you think about all this. Thank you so much for watching, and until soon. Peace.